Peace. Today is rainy outside. Oh my goodness. But it's not cold. I might have to run in and get a jacket, but it's not cold outside. But I wanted to talk about our permanent uniform, which is our skin color. I wanted to talk about how imaging and propaganda and where we get light skin is better over dark skin, where that comes from, and how it affected me as a child. I did want to also touch a little bit on police and why there's so many killings with black people and all that. I'm pretty sure many of you are already informed on why, but for those who are not informed, I did want to get more into that. I'm going to pause this video because it is actually cold. So it's rainy. The rain is hitting my arm right now. Typically I usually don't care, but it's a little bit chilly for me for rain to be hitting my arm. It's kind of cold too. It's rain and a little bit of cold going on. Bear with me, please. Thank you. Thank you so much for waiting. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so it's a little bit cold outside. Put my jacket on. But yeah. Where do I start? Where do I want to start? Okay, our permanent uniform. First of all, let's go into the police thing first. Did you know that before there were police, there were slave catchers, and there's actually also a badge? And if you do your research on it and you check out the badge they have for slave catchers and the badge they have for cops, they are similar. There's a reason for that, and unfortunately it doesn't work in our benefit. It doesn't matter if you are pro-black, it doesn't matter if you're a revolutionary, it doesn't matter if you're actually trying to obey the laws of the United States. It doesn't matter. You are still a target. So it's extremely important that you live your life the way that you feel is right, and not because, oh, if I live my life this way, I'm gonna be even more of a target. It doesn't work that way. I could name off some names. I'm not gonna name off any names because I'm not good at pronouncing, so I'm not gonna name off any names. But there was a brother who had a great reputation at the school. I think he was one of the lunch people or whatever, and he obeyed, like when he got pulled over, he obeyed T by T by T, and that man still got shot. You know, and it does not matter that I don't care about justice at that point anymore. If things were reversed, we know damn well that it would be different. But moving forward, I don't want to get stuck on that too much. But the only point that I wanted to bring to you was that live your life in the best way that you feel like you should live it. Don't allow your life to be limited because of the United States. Do what you're meant to do, supposed to do, because the United States of America does not play by the rules. Therefore, live your life the way you feel like you need to live it. That's how I feel. Alright, let's dig into propaganda, light versus dark. Growing up, my very first crush in school was in grade school in the 4th grade. The person I first had a crush on, he was black, right? He was black, but he didn't have a crush on me, and at the time, he had already had a girlfriend, and I didn't know that, so that made things a little bit awkward between me, him, and his girlfriend. But going through school, there were a lot of boys who had crushes on me, but they were white. But initially in my mind, I always thought, you know, I want to go for the brothers, you know. But the way the world works, the way the TV works, and everything else, it makes that very difficult, potentially difficult to accomplish. So I've had some issues. Like before I became conscious, I had a little bit of a shaky lifestyle. Not only that, like, I don't know what caused me to think this way, but now I'm an adult, I can reiterate and see what media is doing. But I remember being more eager to show off my cousins who were mixed versus showing off my cousins who were black, which is really fucked up. Because it's important for us to understand as black people that every shade of black is beautiful. You know? So I don't know what was going in my mind at 4th grade that made me think, if you're lighter, you are more attractive, but that's definitely not my thought process. My thought process anymore. But moving forward, I dated a lot of black guys in my youth. You know, tried to talk to them, but it didn't work out so well. And up until then, I actually was like, okay, well, it didn't seem like I was relationship material or whatever, so I ended up dating more white guys, you know. And as some of you know who are watching this video, potentially, my son is actually mixed. And I feel like a lot of that had to do with lack of knowledge of self. I love my son to pieces, you know. I was put in a situation to abort, and if I have to rewind, I would never, still, ever, even with being somebody who's pro-black, I would never, ever abort, ever. He's just my everything, you know. But I do feel like a lot of my decisions that I've made was successfully being brainwashed by the media, with the whole light skin versus dark skin. I feel like a lot of our people are still going through that. Even those who don't date outside their race, they still feel like a person of lighter color has a better value than somebody who's dark. But I want to get into that a little bit. I think that's all I want to touch on. But as far as going back to the police thing, the only thing that matters when it comes to killing black people is not just that we wear certain clothes, we're putting ourselves on the line to get killed. The only thing that matters is our permanent uniform. Our permanent uniform gives them the right to fuck with us. And also our roots in slavery, you know. I understand and understand we're not necessarily physically in shackles, but on a mental and emotional note, we are still being enslaved here. With having to work and having to work to provide for our families, there should be a better system for our family. I mean, we're not put on this earth to work. No, more so, just like the birds aren't put on this earth to work. Some people may disagree, and I don't have no problem with that. But for me, no, we're not put on this earth to work. I mean, the only thing that we're put on this earth to do is to receive from Mama, give back to Mama. I do believe that. Trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to touch on today, but I did want to address that. All right, peace, love, light. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day. Just because it's gloomy doesn't mean it's not lovely outside. Peace.